Welcome to Beans and Breakdowns, a podcast dedicated to bridging the gap between specialty coffee and the heavy music community. On this episode, I'm joined by Killian from the bands Gnasher and Girl with a Knife. So grab a fresh cup of coffee and wake the fuck up! What's going on, Caffeinated crew? On this episode, I'm joined by Killian from a few bands, Gnasher, Girl with a Knife, and you're playing with Your Spirit Dies right now?
Yep, playing bass for him for this tour and these first two shows before the tour.
Sick. Are they also from Greenville?
Yeah, they say they're from Colombia, but they're not. I mean, like maybe like when they first started, but like it's really not. But you know,
well, Colombia is the worst city maybe in the Southeast. So
I fully agree.
Are you from Colombia?
No.
Okay,
like, it's like visiting there the few times I've been. I wish the worst for Colombia as a city.
I used to work for a mega church that's based in Charleston, and we had a campus in Columbia, and it was like the worst campus. So I hated it.
I fully believe it.
But yeah, well, let's do some coffee. What you drinking some coffee right now?
Right now, I'm sipping iced Americano. I'm across the street at Flying Fox Coffee. Only decent spot around my house. So I'm like, if I'm out, I'll always run it. And they have fun seasonal drinks, but yeah, just a nice Americano right now. I was sipping a gnarly Columbia earlier before I drove out here from September. So that was awesome. That's a lot of fun.
There's a September. Oh, from up here in Ottawa.
Yes.
Kyle Roswell's joint.
Yep.
Dude, funny story. So I've never met him. I want to, because he used to be a youth pastor.
Really?
Yeah. So we have similar stories, like doing church for a long time and then getting into coffee. But I've never met him because I don't go to Ottawa like that. Ottawa is like the Columbia of Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense sucks.
Now.
Yeah.
I get it.
But yeah, I've had a coffee from his. I think it was one of his first releases. They were stocking some of his beans up here. And so I got a bag. I think it was his I think it was a Colombian, but it was like a natural.
Right.
It was good.
Yeah. I have two of them from him right now. They're both Colombians. One is called Buttercream, and it tastes, I think it's like a wash, and it tastes like straight up cinnamon rolls, like clear as day. And then actually another one's a decaf, which I used to be, which I still kind of am, a massive decaf hater. But a coffee shop around here has a multi-roaster, and they have September on bar, and they did decaf. My buddy who works behind bar, he was like, they were like, dude, you gotta try this. And I was like, okay. And it's called Rainbow Cocktail. Dude, it tastes like Skittles and like guava. It was kind of unbelievable. So I was like, okay, I'm snagging it back immediately.
I wonder if is it from Colombia as well?
Yep.
I wonder if it's Wilton Benitez, because he's been doing some crazy decafs.
Bro, it literally, I think it actually is. Like, not even, because the two guys from Colombia that I know that are just like absolutely goated is Benitez and Diego Bermudez.
Bermudez is he's the goat. But I met Wilton a couple months ago.
Really? At like SCA or something?
No, we have something here called Cafe Collectif. Okay. And for an event, one of the importer that brings Wilton and Paraíso like exclusively to Montreal, and I think maybe to Canada, they brought him for a cupping like the day before, and he did an hour-long seminar on his like growing science.
Dude, that's so sick.
He's a super nice guy. So
dude, they're like mad scientists over there, dude. Dude, I forgot who it was, man. But there was one at the same place. They had another coffee. It was like $25 for a cup, and I was just like, you know what, dude, fuck it. So I got it, and my buddy behind the bar was like, bro, it's low key one of the most insane coffees we've ever had here. And it was like an anti-maceration, like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. I tried to look it up and get like a vibe on it, and it's like, bro, it's like beyond what my brain can even comprehend. It was the only thing I could imagine what like tripping would be like, but on your tongue. Dude, I'm straight edge. I've never done anything in my life, but that's the only thing I can even come close with. Like, okay, like I'm having like a psychosis episode with how crazy that coffee was. So, yeah, they're like legit some mad scientists over there. It's kind of insane.
There was one that I tried when we were doing cupping and stuff, and it's like a long line. It's like 15 like cups.
Right.
So you're just going through sipping 15 coffees like over and over again.
Yep.
And there were a few that I was like, God damn. Like he had the decaf that was like rum aged.
Right. Yep.
I was like, how does that even work? And it was funky fresh, but like not in a way that I would want to drink every day.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah, much respect to Benitez and Paraíso. He invited us to go because the coffee roaster I was working for, the owner is Dominican. And so he's like one of the only other people there that speak Spanish. So he goes up to Wilton and they start speaking and whatever. And he was like, when are you guys going to come down to the farm? I was like, literally tomorrow? You like want to go tomorrow?
You're like, bro, just say when I'm there.
For real.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So
there's another coffee I got also from, I think it's from Alberta. And it's called Sorellina. Yeah, I think it's like Sorellina. And they just did a super limited, it was like 150-gram bag of like a competition coffee that won like Vietnamese Brewers Cup. Literally, I don't know if you've had the summer flavor of like the Red Bull, like summer Red Bull. It tastes like white peach. Dude, it was like that, but just coffee. I was just like, dude, there's no ways people are doing this right now.
Yeah. It's crazy. I had one of my favorites that I've had in a while is a coffee that I had roasted, and it was like the Pink Bourbon from Paraíso, and it just tastes like passion fruit.
Yeah.
Like just a bomb of passion fruit. It was so good. And like some lychee a little bit.
Yep. Speaking of Paraíso, back at the coffee shop I used to work at, Junto Coffee here in Taylor's, my buddy Joe used to roast for them. And I remember he got 2 Paraísos, and not even gonna lie, I hated both. So like we did cuppings every Friday, and I've had Paraísos I love. I really have. These two that he did, we had like a cupping for him. And I remember even at the cupping table, I was just like, bro, this just tastes super weird. And it was because, and dude, it's, you know what? It's not even like the coffee is bad. I think it's like my own like trauma. They tasted like medicine, like artificial like cough syrup medicine vibes, like both of them.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, instead of like like this is like fun and juicy, it's like I'm drinking like Minute Maid. It's like, no, it's like I'm drowning in cough syrup and like, you know what I'm saying? Like NyQuil. So I was like, bro, I cannot even justify these for me. But then like everyone who'd come in or like pour over or something, Megan, I'm like, listen, be warned, it's gonna taste like cough syrup to me. But everyone else vouched for it. They're like, bro, it's so good. But another thing, we let it sit, because we had it on bar, and then we let it sit for like 3 months. We had like another bag like under the bar that we just kind of letting it sit like hella long. And it was like 3 or 4 months, transformed. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I love this coffee. Yeah, like I took it back home. This is awesome.
I have a bag from last year in my freezer that's sealed. And I realized when I was roasting it, like we would get it off roast and like let it sit like a few days and then like a week. And it's like, it's still hollow in the cup. It's still like the cough syrup flavors with like hollow body. I let it rest a month, cracked it open, made a cup, like just made like an AeroPress, but the Tim Wintelbow recipe. And so get in the cup and I was like, I like made a face. And then the owner, he was like, what? I was like, you gotta try this. So then I gave him a sip. He goes, oh my God. So come to find out, we gotta let anaerobics, certain anaerobics rest for like a month.
Hella long.
But yeah, I got something funky.
Okay.
It's from Cantook out of Quebec City. Las Lajas from Costa Rica is from Finca San Luis, Francisca and Oscar Chacon. And it is a honey processed 100% mucilage. I don't know what that means.
I think it's considered black honey. If I recall, I think it's called black honey.
But it says on the bag, it's notes of jujubes, which I don't know why here they call them jujubes because I'm used to calling them jujubes. You know what I'm talking about? Like the gummy candies?
I have no idea what those are.
Okay. It's like a gummy candy. They're kind of shit. I don't like them, but they're like really like, it's almost similar to a Gusher.
Okay. Yeah. I got you.
And strawberry. But okay, so I have a question. Somebody who is a coffee head, whenever you see the word on the tasting notes like red wine, as a straight edge person, how do you know what that tastes like?
Dude, you know what? I don't even. So if it's me cupping, now I have to give my notes. Anything that's kind of in that realm, I just put like boozy, like it's a little, you know what I'm saying? It kind of got like a, almost like soupy, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of hard to explain, bro. Like, because again, it's like, bro, like I've never sipped that shit before. I couldn't even tell you, you know what I'm saying? So it's either like, I'm like, yeah, you know, like funkier coffees. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's like a little, it's like a little boozy kind of vibe. And they're like, yeah. But low key though, it's kind of what like hella people say around here. Like a lot of people are like, yeah, it's kind of like a boozy vibe. To be fair though, like a lot of the people that I was cupping with were also straight edge. So we were all just kind of like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes. Which is actually very funny. Like a lot of people would be like, oh, dude, yeah, it's real like, it's real whiny kind of vibe. But that's about it.
Have you smelled wine before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I smelled wine before.
It's like 90% smell.
Yeah. Yep.
So, because I hated wine until I turned 32. And I was like, you know what? Wine's kind of tight. It's like diet coffee, but alcoholic.
Right.
But there's still like, as similar to coffee, I only like orange macerated wine. That's like super weird and like funky.
Yep.
Anything dry or like dark roast and like wine, I fucking hate it.
Right.
So I guess maybe it's just coffee has ruined my life.
Dude, I can easily say the same. Life ruined.
I mean, you're willing to pay $25 for a cup of coffee, like probably a geisha on pour over or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
bro. Like on like a Monday, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I'm not
Monday.
Like on like a Monday, I come in, I'm hanging out. It's just like, bro, am I really about to drop 25 on a cup right now? And then I do.
Not even on vacation.
Bro, yeah, like I got work tomorrow type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I can't be doing this. But yeah.
That's I was in Houston a few years ago. Like I think it might have been 2022. And I went to Blendin, which is a fucking great coffee shop. Kind of midtown. and they had a washed Panama geisha, like from Panama. And there was only, I think, 90 kilos that ever existed of this coffee.
Right.
And they were never going to make it again. So they were like, yeah, it's $45 for 100 grams.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
It was one of the best coffees I ever drank.
Yep.
Because, I had to get it. I had to get it. I was like, I got to try this coffee.
Yeah. Bro, and that's how they get you too. It's like to a certain extent, that could work on like someone who's not into coffee, but it's like it will work on someone who is into coffee. You know what I'm saying? It's like here's this ridiculous ass number, and then you're just like, bro, yeah, we're never gonna do it again. We're not gonna do another harvest of it. It's games. It's over. And then you're like, oh, okay, here's $45. It's real. It's real out here. You start checking your bank account. You're like, I might be able to do it. Thank God the government was giving us money at the time. So yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I looked at my wife and she was like, you got to do it. I was like,
early, dude. Enablers. My partner's the same way. Like, we'll see like a sick coffee, and we're just like, I'm like, I don't know. And my partner's like, you should probably. I'm just like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, fine. You convinced me.
God damn it.
It's nothing. Yeah.
What is the absolute most undrinkable coffee you've ever had?
Bro, I have it at my house right now. It is in a bag in my house right now. It is like, okay, I think it's also Colombian. A lot of Colombian coffees low key in my house right now. Well, this one was like this super crazy, like, because my buddy roasted it at Junto Coffee. And it's like this, like, I think it's called like Uraga Washing Station, something. It's real crazy. Dude, I don't even, it's definitely like hella, like definitely like a crazy anaerobic, but it's like a 30-day like ferment bullshit, like something stupid. And I got a bag of it. And it's funny, when I cupped it, I actually was like, you know what? I see the vibe here. You know what I'm saying? I get home, I brew it up on my origami. And dude, it just tastes like fucking like soup, like a real like savory soup. But like,
is it tomato?
Like, dude, it has like a tomatoey vibe to it. But it almost tastes like plague. I feel like I ate like a plague victim. That's like the taste of it. It's like, fuck, dude. I was like,
you're sure it's Colombian?
Dude, it might not be.
It sounds Kenyan.
Brother, you might be right.
It sounds like a Kenya, because for a long time, Kenyas were all coming out with the tomato defect.
Mm-hmm. Well, but I do remember I do remember that being a thing, because remember I tried a coffee at Coffee downtown Greenville, and I said something about like tomatoes, and he was like, "Uh-oh, please don't say that." And I was like, hold on, I could be wrong. But that ended up just being fine. But like, dude, yeah, Kenyans are weird. Not to go off topic here, but Kenyans, I'm real hit or miss about Kenyans, because they're always, if it's not like tomatoey and it's like fucked and it's like, okay, well, here goes this. It's really like earthy.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to find a way to like bypass the earthiness. So what I do for that is like I'll do like a super tight like 1 to 13.5. That's something crazy. But I'll do it like very, very quick, like super, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll just zero agitation, dude. Like I'm busting that thing down in like 2 minutes, like we're done. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyways, to get off of that, yeah, the Uraga Watching Station definitely could be a Kenyan, but it's real, just like soupy, thick, oozy. It's fucked. I'm just like, this is. And I tried like hella different. I tried to go like real wide. I was like, okay, 1 to 16, 1 to 17. down to like a middle 1 to 15. I was like, bro, this is just fucking terrible all the way through. I was just like, this is, can't do anything about this. Y'all are selling this. So, and I was like, yeah, it's great. But right now, as of today, that is the worst it got.
So surprisingly, Uraga is Yurgachev.
Okay.
So maybe it's, which is weird to me. And first of all, having a 30-day fermented Yurgachev, stop. Don't do that.
We're doing it.
No.
We did it.
Cancel it. It's canceled. You never need to do that. It's a Ethiopian coffee. You don't need to do anything. Like doing a natural Ethiopian is like, okay, that's crazy, boss.
Right.
Because it's already going to be good. You know what I mean? So doing an anaerobic, I feel like that just purist in me is like, we've reached a threshold where it's like,
dude, we've gone too far. We're on the 5th wave of coffee. Like,
is there a 5th wave shop?
Dude, probably in Japan.
It's got to be, right?
It's got to be in Japan or like Thailand. They're always doing some crazy shit.
Where you can like pick what animal you want milk from and they'll just go out and milk it.
Yeah. Yep. It's coming, dude. We're already, dude, between the shit that Lance Hedrick's doing and James Hoffman are doing their fucking science experiments on YouTube every week. It's like, I promise we're in the 4th wave. I promise we're in the 4th wave.
No, we are. We are in the 4th wave.
From me checking my water TDS, are you fucking kidding me? That's crazy.
I just made a new batch of 3rd wave water today.
It's real out here, bro. It's real.
The things they get us to spend money on.
Bro, the Apex Lab mineral drippers, you know what I'm talking about?
I haven't even gotten that yet.
Brother, it is ridiculous. It's gotten to the point where I'm like, fuck, man, I can't think about it. There was it's on my Killian course page. I did like somewhere like Switzerland, Sweden, they did like a limited box full of like 6 copies of like 100 grams each, and they put an Apex Lab dripper of like minerals in there with it to help with your water, to like match their water profile. Ridiculous, by the way, that they even do that. Oh yeah, try this, how our water tastes. Okay, bro. But Apex Lab ended up doing like, they dropped like three vials of like minerals to put in your coffee after you brew it. So it's like, all right, I just brewed my coffee with like super, super low TDS. Now I'm going to drip my minerals in post brew. And then people are like, yeah, I can really taste the difference. And I'm just like, dude, what have we done?
Why?
It's crazy.
This is like, I was listening to a podcast with Scott Rao, and he was saying, it was one of the craziest like statements I've heard from a coffee professional, where he'll be like, if I have to get Starbucks at an airport, if I'm like going on a flight and I just can't brew, he's like, get your cup of like shit, get some salt.
No way.
Get a second cup, pour half of the coffee into the second cup, and then add salt until you can taste the salt in the coffee, and then pour the rest of the coffee to balance it out. He said the bitterness of the coffee is reduced by almost 90%.
No way.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope you know I'm doing this after this.
No, it's like you gotta do it as an experiment for science.
No, I swear, like now I have to. It's like, yeah, that's literally insane. I have to do that.
I haven't tried it yet. I just don't want to. I don't want to pay for that.
Dude, yeah, it's really difficult handing Starbucks money at all for any reason. It's just difficult to do. But
well, tell me, what was your first exposure to heavy music?
Let's take it back. So I'm only 24. So okay. I'm not out here like, you know what I'm saying? But first exposure to heavy music, dude, it's like 2 things. It's like I got to foreplay when I was younger, being brought to school by my dad. he'd put like the classic rock station on. But instead of like classic rock, it was more like early 2000s grunge, like brick wall, spray paint, Fox, like the old like Xbox wallpaper, like on like the 360, that kind of shit, like white trash. It was real like 3 Days Grace type shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like
Our Lady
close.
Peace. Yeah.
Right. So that was like the shit I was kind of banging when I was younger. But I wasn't really intentive of like, oh, I like this. It was like, oh, I just heard it. So later on, when I got older and I was kind of just like kind of coming into my own and playing like Xbox hella with my friends, they would play music into their microphones, the worst, but they would play music in the mic, and it was like shit I used to listen to. I was like, oh, dude, like this is all like hella familiar and this is dope. So there's a lot of like 3 Days Grace, Linkin Park type shit. It's a lot of that kind of era, you know what I'm saying? And then I remember one day, dude, my buddy put on Slipknot for the first time. Like it was like new. It was like new Slipknot at the time. It was like Gray Chapter, like Negative One. It was literally like the Negative One song played, and I was like, dude, it was like an immediate awakening of like, whoa, this shit is so fucking hard. This is insane. And then I started like watching videos of like Slipknot shows and like their old like 2009 their download set of 2009. Literally, bro, like it's kind of late. I was kind of a late bloomer. It was like freshman year of high school. I was bumping shit freshly. It wasn't like, oh, I've been here. It's like, okay, I'm newly into this freshman one. And so you had to be like all throughout high school, I was just like getting more and more and more into kind of heavier music, kind of getting into more stuff. Starting with Slipknot, obviously, and then it was like junior year. I was like, dude, this shit is so awesome, and I wanted to start playing guitar. So again, super late bloomer. Like I feel like maybe I'm not a late bloomer because people slowly start like way later. But I'm so used to seeing like back then like YouTube videos of like 3-year-old shreds Metallica, and it's just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want me to say about that? So I started learning Slipknot songs on an Ibanez electric guitar with like a shitty ass amp. That was just the first thing I did. It wasn't chords. I didn't learn chords or anything. It was like just like ripping like chugs, riffs,
Jim Root leads.
literally, bro, like actual Jim Root leads. What's funny story about him, which we'll get to later. But yeah, dude, that was crazy. So I got into like guitar from him and all of that kind of shit. Started because like Slipknot low key as a guitar player has like a lot of the basic techniques that you need to even play guitar at all. So learning all that shit was like real like helpful for everything I would do afterwards, whether it's like kind of like jazzier stuff and that kind of stuff. It all just like comes together like that. So that was kind of my lead and exposure into it, was like that era of shit. But I'll tell you what, I wasn't into Korn. It's really funny. A lot of people talk of Korn around here and they're like, bro, Korn OGs. Dude, I was always never about Korn. I was real elitist. I was like, bro, fuck 7 strings, fuck low tunings. Dude, for like a year, I was that guy. I was like, and then it gets to the point where it's like, okay, now I like double drop E tunings. I like load. I like shit that makes no sense. Volumes, that kind of stuff, like real low, bendy, weird stuff. I could go on all day about that shit. Yeah,
bro, you weren't there for like OG volumes.
Bro, I was not present. But when I tell you that's all I give a fuck about is OG volumes, like Via.
Yes.
Like, dude.
Like Wormholes.
Don't even start on this shit, dude. Me and my buddy Anthony, we geek about that record all the time.
I remember when it came out.
So before its time.
Yeah, it was weird. Like when it came out, I was like, who's even doing this? And then...
Dude, time travelers.
I know.
They're time travelers.
Wormholes.
Literally.
Do you remember because are you from like, a smaller town in the Carolinas?
Dude,
I'm guessing.
I'm actually from Michigan. I grew up in Michigan. I moved to South Carolina end of 2021.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm big.
How do you not have a
big Midwestern?
How do you not have a big Michigan accent?
Dude, you know what? It just kind of, you know what? It kind of comes out for certain things. Like, dude, I say pop. People don't understand pop here. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm going to drink a pop
Soda.
versus a soda. Yeah, it's like, bro, I'm sipping a pop right now. And they're like, who are you? Where are you from? Get out of here. It was pretty bad at the beginning. I'm kind of get like I say y'all freely, which is kind of crazy. Never
good.
thought I'd get to that point, dude. It feels bad, right? It's like it's easy. It's easy to say that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm real ashamed of it for like a year. I was like, bro, you did not ever catch me saying y'all. Here I am, bro, just saying y'all and shit. So it's kind of in and out. When I'm home, like when I visit home, it's like, oh, we're back. We're back. It's like I never left. The accent never left. We're here. But like, yeah, I know what you mean, man. Like I kind of get that sometimes too. Like sometimes I kind of catch it. People will catch it sometimes, but it's like it's kind of fading out. It's kind of sad. But,
I mean, the Carolina accent is 100% rubbing off on you, which it will, because it's like one of the most redneck accents you can ever have.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad. Crazy. And I'm from Georgia, so mine comes out every now and then. And I lived in Alabama for 2 years, and that was the most Southern accent I have ever heard.
Yeah.
But yeah, living in Charleston too. It was just like, dude, what are y'all talking about right now?
Bro, I'm saying it's like speak English. Because y'all are doing that right now. Speak my language right now.
Especially Columbia. Circling back on Columbia hate. Y'all need to get your shit together. It's crazy.
Bro, blow it up. Drop a bomb on Columbia, rebuild it.
Destroy and rebuild.
Yep.
That I would say, I think my favorite, you're familiar with the band Emery?
Dude, I've heard of them. Like I'm familiar, but I don't like listen to them. But I do know I do know of them.
So for me, like an OG, was OG in the sense of like I was listening to it when I guess I was like 11, but it's like screamo, post-hardcore kind of from like 2009. No, sorry, it's 20 years, so 2005.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so they're from Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is like just south of Charlotte. They have the most South Carolina accent I have ever heard, ever.
Dude, oh my God. I have to, okay, Brandon Byers of Your Spirit Dies, the craziest accent ever. And dude, and like lucky, I kind of hate giving him shit for it. So I feel kind of bad, but also it's funny, dude. Like I'm talking like, because he's from like North Carolina, I think what he's saying. That's like, dude, like Appalachian, like fucked up. Like,
Appalachian.
You don't even know what he's saying.
Yeah. They don't even pronounce the word correctly.
When I first met him and like chopped it up with him and talked to him, I was just like, brother, I am barely hanging on this conversation. But you know, it's very funny. When he's on stage and he's like talking, he's doing like his banter, it's gone. It's completely gone. Dude, it's like a voice actor. It's like, bro just switches up. And then, dude, he puts the mic down and you're chopping up off stage. It's like, bro, we got to run that sentence back like 12 times. But it's different now. But I love it. I love Brandon to death. But yeah, it's crazy. It's kind of known, like everyone makes fun of him. Anyone you talk to who knows Brandon, they will immediately do his accent. It's actually crazy, but it's awesome. It's crazy.
I want to know, he must be from like Asheville or something.
Dude, no, I remember like he grew up in like Forest City area. So it's like kind of that area. Like, I think in that kind of area, like near Charlotte. I know he was like a big like Charlotte hardcore person for a long time. So I think that was like kind of his like stomping grounds, but still does.
You might know my friend. You might know my friend Evan. Anyway, my friend Evan, he's the coffee director for Night Swim.
Okay.
But we were in a band together in 2010.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were playing like Norma Jean style metalcore. But yeah, shout out Night Swim. Love Night Swim. So you moved to Greenville to start metalcore bands from Michigan?
Bro, yes.
Run that one for me.
Okay, dude. Fresh out of high school, 2020, I'm like working a regular ass job, like Walmart. I'm working a fucking Walmart in Plainwell, Michigan, which is the town next to Otsego, Michigan. Which Otsego, by the way, for reference, is like 10 minutes north of Kalamazoo, 30 minutes south of Grand Rapids, like that kind of area. So I'm like 30 minutes away from the beach type shit, like 2 hours, 3 hours away from Chicago. So like everything's right there, but dude, there was nothing there. All I wanted to do was start a band. I just wanted to be in music because I was playing guitar at that point. And dude, I was getting like, it was like so bad because I was like so antsy and there was no music scene. The only music scene that was like, it was like Midwest emo stuff, which is dope. I fuck with that. And I've been to Midwest emo shows and just, it's cool. It's organic. It's rad. A lot of allegations, whatever. Crazy, but we'll pass over that. So, it's like not much for me. But there was low key like a right wing Republican deathcore scene in Grand Rapids for like 2 months, and I was like, bro, never catch me out there, bro. Like I'm not out there. That was the last I heard of like a music scene right before I left. But I actually had buddies who I grew up with on Xbox that were from South Carolina. And I know they're kind of wanting to start a band or whatever, just kind of talking about music. And I was getting so like kind of like closed in my small towns. Like, bro, there's no future here. People that are born here end up dying here. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing. Real just like repeat the cycle kind of vibe. Like, dude, I gotta get the fuck out. I gotta get out. Keep in mind, I didn't really know shit about South Carolina. I'll be so real. But my buddies who lived here were like, dude, yeah, it's kind of like a music scene here. It's like heavy music here. There's some shows that happen here. And this is like 2020 or like beginning of 2021. Sorry, that we're chopping up and talking about. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna move to South Carolina. And I'm living like with my grandparents by this point. And I tell them like, Grandma, like, I love you, but I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like for real. Like this is like unbearable. My buddies who live here hooked me up. My buddy Kenny, who was in Gnasher for a long time, he literally took my deposit to the apartment complex. Shout out Kenny. Just because such a bitch to move across the US for some reason, by the way. It's like, bro, people do this every single day. Why is it so hard for me? Anyways, get to the apartment and it's 2021. End of 2021. I moved in to Spartanburg, South Carolina. Again, I didn't know,
dude.
Bro, I'm still alive. By the way, I'm still alive.
Spartanburg?
Bro, I didn't know anything about this place. I was just like, dude, it's something. It was the only apartment complex to like hit me back. Dude, we do it. Me and my partner at the time moved here together. And we're in like this apartment complex for like 2 years. Music scene starts up 6 months, like the local hardcore scene restarts 6 months after I live here. So I'm not even doing shit while I'm here at first. But me and my buddies just kind of like jamming around, and like that was enough to just kind of like jam around and do some stuff. And we kind of had like a little thing going on at first. And then me and Kenny, the bass player of Gnasher, dude, it was like the first couple Greenville hardcore shows happened, like starting up, because it died for a long time. It was just starting up right in the nick of time of me moving here. And we're going to some local shows, and I remember like I texted Kenny. I was like, bro, we got to start like some ignorant fucking beat down bullshit. So we did. And that was like the beginning of Gnasher. It was just the two of us. It was just me and him in my room on my computer, just like recording bullshit. And he was playing bass for it. And so all digital drums. And that was kind of when we started, like, I started going to shows and kind of hanging out with people and starting making friends, that whole thing. It just kind of started growing, dude. So yeah, like I just like moved here on a whim. There was no guarantee of anything happening. It was just like let's just see. Yeah, I didn't even realize really at first, but like, yeah, like Greenville, kind of a goated spot when it comes to like it being so in the center of everything. Boom, Charlotte, hour and a half. Asheville, hour and 15. Boom, ATL, 3 hours away, if that, if that. So everything's kind of like there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's boom, boom, boom. Like there's a lot of good spots to and scenes and people to kind of hang out with. It was a really good idea. And I now live in Greer. I moved from Spartanburg and now I'm in Greer, which is like right in between Greenville and Spartanburg. But yeah, man, made the leap in Greer, which is insane.
I find that so crazy. Like, so I played Detroit like in October. And like but on that run, we played Buffalo on the way and played with Sissy Boys, who are from, what's that fucking college town where University of Michigan is? It's Central Michigan. I can't remember. Dude, it's towards the western side. Oh. But Dom is from Muskegon. So I think actually Sissy Boys are all from Muskegon.
Dude, Muskegon's got a little bit of a scene there, apparently.
Yeah, well, like, and Flint, the boys in Enough Said, they're from Flint.
Mm.
I've been to Flint. It's not cool.
It's the worst.
It's bad. It's bad. So, like, it's crazy that you had to move from Michigan to find a music scene, and I find the hardcore scene in Michigan, like, crazy good, especially around Detroit. Yeah. But, like, you know, well, like, bands like Anadonia.
Side of the stage. So I was like on the opposite side of the stage. So I was like, you know, you're right. There is, like, actual solid bands from Michigan. But I was very ignorant at the time.
But also, like, they didn't start until, like, after you had moved. A lot of those bands.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all. I'm sure that has to play into it as well. Like, it's to be fair, in Montreal, the hardcore scene, like, I moved here in 2018, and unless you, like, knew somebody who was going to shows, with the language barrier, it was almost impossible to find a show.
Right.
Like, I saw Jesus Piece and Fuming Mouth on their tour. I saw Vatican, but I only knew that because Vatican, I followed them on Instagram because I knew all those guys.
Right.
And then, like, any bigger show, like Knocked Loose came through with Stick to Your Guns.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the last shows before COVID. So trying to find local shows, like, apparently in 2018, All Out War played their last Montreal show, and I didn't even know about it. And there was like 60 people there. Like, dude, nobody was going to shows.
Right.
And so then after COVID, because we were all inside and we could only communicate online, we all kind of found each other and then started going to shows and hanging out. And a lot of fucking bands started up in Montreal.
Yep. Which is awesome.
So, yeah, it's sick. There's more promoters than bands at some points. It's pretty crazy.
Yep. It's kind of how it is here, man. I mean, there's not too many promoters anymore. There's kind of like some DIY stuff going on, but like here, dude, it's like beginning, like 2021 and 2022 was kind of insane. Like there was like a lot of bands starting up, a lot of new bands. I mean, it was also too that people were like, oh shit, hardcore scene starting back up. Let's all get our bands starting up, you know? So it was like that. A lot of fucking awesome bands around here, like Brass Tongue, Reviler, fucking obviously Spirit Eyes. A band called Laid Out started up like 2022, 2023ish. I think they started up. And they're awesome, and they're all like other from another band called like Hellhole and Rat Poison, like all those dudes. Which I ended up like poaching a couple of their members for Gnasher, which is pretty awesome. But it was just like a lot of just other shit. Like a band called Such Cruelty started. A lot of the youth started, like a lot of bands. It was just like boom, bands, new first show this week, first show next week. It's like a lot of new shit going on. So yeah, you know, like that kind of because this guy named Jose started this promotion and thing called Asukar. And he was kind of like the head for a long time of like shows. Like people were like, oh, we're going to the Oscar show. So it started out in the skate park for a long time, and then that kind of moved to like Man, let's talk to that shit move too. There's just so many venues that we kind of hopped around to. There's like a place called like Bello Fellow. So we were kind of getting like a lot of venues, but then we're also losing a lot of venues because they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like on top of like venues hating on hardcore, it's also like Greenville is also being actively gentrified. So a lot of the cool spots that are like fucking with music are like also shutting down. So it's like, dude, we are surviving out here when it comes to hardcore. Now it's like a guy named Dylan, who's awesome. I love Dylan. He runs this promotion with his business partner Jake called Welcome to the Family. They do a lot of the shows around here too, between here and Charlotte, and then the youth branched off from Ozukar and started something called Listening Hope. So they do shows around here too. But that's kind of it. There's kind of like some DIY stuff, but it's kind of slowing down. It's kind of slowing down right now, which is fine. It happens. I think it needs to happen, but it's kind of like slowing down a little bit. And now I think it's going to come back up pretty soon. But a lot of the bands now are kind of like either slowing down or just kind of stopping right now. But it's cool though. It's cool like how that works.
Yeah, it's the waves. It's interesting to see like because attendance and stuff was blowing up everywhere. Like this, like there were just people from all over coming to shows, and it's interesting to see who kind of falls off when they're like, this isn't my thing, but like I like this aspect, so they go to like more punk or like more metal or things like that. It's pretty interesting to see. And then some people that like come from metal and then are like, hardcore is what I was looking for the whole time.
Yeah,
because they just want to beat ass.
Bro, I'm saying, man, it really is that way. And you know, that was kind of, dude. You know what? That was kind of me. I tell people this kind of all the time. Like it started out real like metalhead type shit, like headbanger bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I never like dressed like a metalhead. You know what I'm saying? Like I never was kind of falling into like the long black hair and like patch vests and like chains and shit, battle jackets. That was never me. No hate to anyone who does that. It's just awesome. But it's like, bro, me, I was never feeling that. I was never wanting to do that. And those kind of shows, and a lot locally, those kind of meshed into like the crust punk kind of vibe. So it's kind of like, you know, wasn't really my thing, but then kind of like knocked loose, like different shade of blue kind of happened. I was kind of getting a little bit more attention. I was like, oh, dude, these dudes are dressing like skaters. Like these guys are dressed in like flannels and cargo pants and like bands. Oh, it's just awesome. Keep in mind, I was never around like the Warped shit. Like I have no sweat in Warped Tour. Like I was not an OG. I was not drinking the fucking tour water. That was not me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in like the metalhead shit. So seeing like Knock Loose and bands like that and kind of getting more into like the hardcore metalcore-ish, it's like, oh, these people dress like me. These people are still playing sick fucking riffs. You know what I'm saying? The moshing is sick. Like when I first really was like looking at crowd I was like, dude, this is like stylish. Like the Vane K-Pit video on YouTube, like those dudes in there absolutely just like skeezed out of their minds, moshing with style. I was like, dude, this is fucking so sick. This is like kind of the like TikTok wave kind of introduced a lot more of those and made like the fests a lot bigger. So seeing a lot more of that. I was like, you know, this is kind of sick. And the right people are getting the style down. They're getting the, you know, just like the like Japanese mosh style too looks like, bro, it's real. Like it's awesome. So it's cool. It's kind of like the right people are kind of finding it, which is awesome.
It's so fucking funny because like I was into deathcore and from deathcore got into like, but I'm talking like Suicide Silence 2008
right.
deathcore.
Right.
And then from there I found like hardcore bands because of like their like Suicide Silence was a hardcore band that played deathcore essentially. So then from there like learned about all the bands and like had friends that were like, you should listen to this. And but because I was in deathcore moshes, like crowd killing basically comes from like Euro beatdown deathcore. And so I learned how to crowd kill before I started moshing basically.
Right.
So then when I started going to see like Mongoloids or like Foundation or like more Posse, because before TUI dropped, like started getting bigger and they dropped like their demo and all that, it was all posy shit.
Right.
So in Georgia, that was still kind of the case. Like people didn't fuck with breakdowns. People just wanted to like side to side.
Hardcore, side to side, 2 steps, dog piles.
Yeah, it's like a lot of pile ups. So then when Beatdown, like when TUI was dropping and starting to get big and like backtrack and shit like that, then we would start going to shows and we were just fucking, especially in Alabama.
Destroying.
Yeah, it was like the time of Gideon's first record.
Oh my God, bro. Yeah.
So it was a lot of like Kubla Khan's first US. I saw them in Alabama when it was like 2012.
Insane.
Yeah. So it's like, oh fuck. So all the deathcore guys that were like, and it's happening again. So I saw a band's first show, talking about first shows, this band called Talk 'Em Down from here.
Okay.
It's a bunch of like, they got to be like 20 years old.
Right.
Max. Like they're young children. And they're all wearing Suicide Silence and like on Broken Wings fucking hoodies, like the Mosh hoodie.
So
and
hard.
Like the longest Jenko shorts you've ever seen with etnies. And
God, bro.
They're just playing breakdowns. Like I swear to God, out of the 15-minute set they played, there was 6 vocal lines and 3 riffs, and the rest was just a breakdown.
Bro. So awesome, dude.
I was like, bro,
really so sick.
Is this Hellfest 2006? Like, what the fuck's going on over here?
Bro, dude. It's like that, man. There's just bands out here that are just like do the most too. It's kind of like I like kind of where like Slam is right now, like how Slam. So I feel like Slam did a lot for like kind of the moshy for deathcore kind of spots. So a lot of the kids around here, like, because like at one point, obviously like deathcore shows was real pussy pity. Like you weren't gonna catch someone that like 2017 Chelsea Grant like spin kick. Maybe one dude, maybe, but they were gonna jump them for doing that. Now it's like, bro, like everyone's just catching kids, bro. It's so sick for like deathcore, which I like because I also fuck with that shit. Like I had a deathcore phase of like, dude, 1 BPM, 7 strings. This is so sick. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool that hardcore is kind of like taking that in, taking back the like, okay, we're gonna spin kick the deathcore and slam. We're not too cool for that shit. We're not gonna go outside for it. So yeah, that's awesome. That's gonna be embraced by the kids.
Like I Declare War. Yeah, like that shit from like 2009. Like that's, to me, that's like the new slam and like brutal hardcore, quote unquote. That's all just taking like late 2000 into 2010s deathcore and just calling it slam and just tuning the snare higher.
Yeah.
So like I remember seeing we played with 2-piece recently, and I'm like, y'all are just playing fucking deathcore, and like
literally,
like it's just deathcore, and but with like hardcore vocals almost.
Yes.
So
this is awesome.
I like that. I love fucking 2-piece, man. It was nice to have some North Florida, because they're from Jacksonville, which is 2 hours from where I'm from. And so it was nice to hear people with something similar to my accent after so long.
Yeah.
And then my bandmates were like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "Dude, these are my people."
Bro, these are the homies, for real. Dude, it's so funny. We actually, Gnasher played with 2-piece 2 years ago, I think. 2 years ago at Old Radio Urban Greenville, we played a show with them with Sledge from Oklahoma.
Rest in peace. Dude.
R.I.P.
Great band.
Dude, nothing even touches that fucking band, dude. Like, I was so pro Sledge. Oh my God. I know, I think the vocalist is in a band called Inside You from OKC. But you know what I'm saying? Like it is not Sledge. But anyways, yeah, we did the show with them. Yeah, so sick, dude. That was probably one of the most violent shows out of nowhere. It's kind of like last minute, and we're like, fuck it, dude. Yeah, because small lore drop, 2-piece, the OG 2-piece shows, like or like OG like 2-piece videos of them playing. That was a big inspiration for like early Gnasher. Gnasher now is more like metalcore, kind of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. And I like that, but like OG days, I'm like, bro, we're talking like side to sides, done, done, done. Like, you know, like this.
They were a hardcore band. Yeah.
Dude, yeah. So that was like the main inspo. Seeing them, because it was also just me and Kenny at the time before we had fill-ins. I mean, we never played a show, just me and him, because like, what the fuck? But like, we always had fill-ins for the parts that like, you know, but it was like always me and him taking like promos together, like just me and him. So like OG days, like, bro, 2-piece. These guys are the example. But obviously, it kind of formed into more like, we kind of changed it up a little bit. But yeah, dude, OG Gnasher days, it was like, dude, 2-piece is the fucking shit. So seeing that, and low key, they've been around for like a minute. So them finally
for
being
almost
on
10
dates
years
and doing stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So them actually like kind of doing shit now and doing like they're on days and they're doing all this sick fucking tours. It's so sick, dude. Like they also won, crazy thing, they won $50,000 on a slot machine the day after they played the show with us that night.
Okay. It was that night. Okay. So I'm in on that lore. So we were me and my bassist. My bassist like is like a heavy blazer, and the dude's in 2-piece, obviously blazers. Right. So we're outside, we're behind the venue, just chilling. We were like, yo, the sprinters. I mean, not the it's like a small sprinter, but the sprinter's fucking tight. And they were like, oh, we want a jackpot. Like, cause they're like, we gamble, like we're diamond status MGM members. I was like, what? So and they were like, we hit a $50,000 jackpot, and we cashed in our Honda Odyssey that we had been touring in for like 5 years, and got the Transit. Yeah,
dude, it was literally that night, bro. Because they dipped out. They dipped out because they left, and I think they won. I think they went to North Carolina, and I think they won it there or something. But literally, dude, it was that night. It was that night they left, because I remember seeing the story the next morning. I saw a story, and he said, bro, we just fucking won the 2K, like, holy fuck. And I was like, what? It was crazy, bro. Yeah, it was just insane. It was literally that night, though. It was just so crazy how that was.
But yeah, they were in a Honda Odyssey for like years.
Yeah.
Touring in a Honda Odyssey. But their tour hack is crazy, because they just gamble. So they have diamond status, they give free rooms and shit. And it's in like 30 states. So anyway, shout out 2-piece. Love those guys. Yeah, but I was going to say, so Gnasher started as a beatdown band. It's now, I like to call it noisy metalcore.
Yeah.
It reminds me a bit of Cell.
Okay. I like that.
It's got comparison. a little that in there.
Yeah.
Or maybe even some like less groovy vein. If that makes sense. So but I fucks with that. Whenever I was like pre-COVID, I was listening to like mostly that.
Yeah.
So it sounds sick. But
dude, thank you.
What do you guys have coming up that y'all, or is it fully stocked now with members, or is it?
Dude, yeah. So we have a full lineup. It's so awesome. We got, it's just so sick. Because it kind of went in order. Like we got Mace, the guitar player. He joined like permanently like a year or two ago, probably. And then Jake, our drummer, he was kind of getting back into like playing shows again. And then I was like, Brandon from District recommended it. So we really need to go up for a show. It's like, dude, this is so fun. And then we played a gig with him, and he was like, dude, like, is you on like a full time? I was like, absolutely. And this is awesome. By the way, love all my bandmates. Like, literally, like, that's so important. They're all just so sick. Stacy, the other guitar player, 2 guitars, massive difference. Really needed that. Stacy's the coolest. And Matt is now playing bass for us, which is awesome. Matt is super dope. They're all just sickest dudes ever. Love hanging out with them, just straight up. But anyways, yeah, so we just obviously released that EP that we did, To Guard What Remains, like earlier this year. Maybe it was last year. Yeah, low key kind of forgot. It was kind of like a weird time. I know, I'm saying it was like, it's kind of all over the place, because I might be getting mixing up when it was done and then when we released it. There's kind of a gap between there. But
it was not this year. It was October.
insane.
It's been almost a year.
I told you confidently it was this year. It was awesome. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun. And I do like for that record, I wrote all of it. I wrote like just because I do all the mixing, I do all the recording, and I did all the riffs on it. Like I wrote just everything on it, and then the guys just kind of, I was like, all right, just learn this shit. Now it's cool, but like now it's like Mace is sending demos to me, and we're doing like a lot of cool shit there. We have 2 singles done for like a new thing we're going on, and we're gonna try to kind of in like a weird spot right now. So I'm doing this like the Spirit Dies tour, which so it's kind of putting things on hold. Like I kind of had like an organized like, okay, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this on these months, and now it's like months notice. Hey, do you want to go on a full US? Yes, I do. So it's like, well, but for right now, it's like we're trying to do 2 singles, and I think the idea is more like what Knock Loose did with the Upon Lost single. We did like 2 songs, and then it was just like, okay, we're gonna fuck off, and then we're gonna do like a record later. It's kind of where I'm at. To be honest, I wrote probably 2 EPs worth of music, and I hated almost all of it except for like 3 of the songs. So I was like, okay, these 3 songs, let's do more of this. But the main inspo now, it's kind of funny, is like anything Sanction, like all shit like Sanction was doing, like the first 2 things they did, I was like, dude, festival mosh, this mosh in it, droney stuff.
But New Ravamakara too. You got to throw some of that in there, like with the new vocals. That shit, slap.
So anything like kind of in that realm, because Cigar What Remains is kind of like a big switchover with like sound. So it's like, okay, this is kind of the direction we want to go. It's more vibe. It's more stage divey on some parts. Super kitty up in there. But also some melody and just mosh parts. So now it's kind of the big thing. It's like I want to straight up mosh parts and some back piles. Everything that everybody wants in a band that plays music. They want to see that kind of shit. So it's like building a more uniform sound, and we're kind of leaning more into like the end song Purge. Like that last song is more like kind of what we want to sit as far as sound goes. So it's kind of like, kind of like Old Boundaries kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Middle Boundaries, that kind of situation. So it's more like that kind of vibe. But yeah, man, I mean, I can't really say for certain like what exactly going on. It's just more like we're just kind of writing right now. We're just kind of still riding to our remain. We just did tapes for it through Third Impact Records out of Georgia. We just did tapes. It was something fun. We did like an alternative cover for like Jujutsu Kaisen. We did like a fun little like cover for that. But yeah, man, I mean, honestly, like it's like we're doing shit, but like we're also kind of like not, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird, but like we are. It's like we're still doing we have a show coming up. We're doing this thing called Freak Fest. Insane name. Freak
I like
Fest,
that.
which is over near like it's like outside of Columbia sort of vibes. It's like, of course, it's like in between like Columbia and Charleston, I think, and it's not like a winery. It's kind of a big thing. It's like 3 days. It's being put on by For the Freaks Booking. Shout out Ethan. And it's last year they started. It was kind of like a little trial run. And they're doing the shit, and it's like 3 days. It's like wrestling. It's like wrestling, drag, hardcore, rave. It's like super fucking wild. Last year was kind of nuts. But yeah, we got asked to play this year, and I was like, man, I don't know, like, but dude, it's actually like coming out to look like super sick. So I'm just fun. Like I'm just like, dude, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Like a lot of our friends' bands are playing. So, and I think this year it seems like a lot bigger. They're kind of going kind of crazy. Like a lot of people are kind of knowing about us. Yeah, that'll be fun. Damn. It's kind of the only thing that we have going right now as far as shows, but it's cool though, bro. It's kind of stacked. There's a lot of like cool local stuff going on for it.
There's a lot of crazy bands on this fest.
Yeah, it really is like kind of low key. It's like kind of a sleeper fest. It's like, you know what I'm saying? By the ballpark, anything that Nashville's doing, I would say like early next year. Basically. Early next year, like we're coming out. Yeah, man. I mean, that's all we're really doing, I guess. It's kind of like a boring answer, but
fine. You're just
we're
chilling.
doing our thing. Yeah, just writing.
But you're doing a full US with Your Spirit Dies.
Yeah, man. I sure am.
Are you ready?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
much as I can be. We're doing 2 shows. We're playing a 6th show in Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee, with Church Tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're cool. And then
shout out.
2 days. Yep, shout out. 2 days later, we're doing a show. We're doing Pest Fest. Check that out. Pest Fest. That's like kind of a stacked ass fucking lineup. We're playing like day 2 of that, and then we're home for like 3 or 4 days, and then we dip out for the full US, starting in Hollywood, Florida, which is the only DIY show of the gig. That was kind of thrown together by what the fuck's his name, dude? I think Bloodbather. They got
Jeff. He books a lot of shit down there.
Yeah, Jeff took that show for the Dow Boys tour and is doing like a one-time DIY at the VFW.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the tour is like 300 to 500 cap rooms, like some bullshit with Dow Boys, and that is with Unity TX and Crush plus. So that's going to be crazy. Never done a full US before, so but yeah, man, I'm stoked on it. We're just going to be. It's kind of like hey, like, can you handle a full US? And I'm like, let's see, let's find out.
I guess, yeah.
I'm stoked on it. So I'm just playing bass, and the last month I've just been like learning all the songs, like boom, 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 which is fun too, because I've had to like assemble a live rig as well. Like I said yes to it before I even had like a live rig, because I do all the bass on like digital, so I'm just like, dude, let's source the whole rig before this thing as well. So
what'd you get?
Yeah, I'm stoked on it, man. Huh?
What did you get?
What did I get? I got I already have like a Jackson bass, which I'm using, which is going to be sick. And then I have a Dark Glass 500 watt microtube.
There you go.
And I'm using my buddy's pedal board, which has like a Dark Glass microtube pedal, and whatever tuner, yada yada yada. And there's like something else on there, but that's pretty much it. It's just something. It's real low key. I'm not gonna be touching it a whole lot. It's just and then we're backlining tabs the whole tour. So it's like, thank God you have to source a bridge in a month's time. I'm good on that. But yeah, man, that's really all I'm rocking right now. It's just the little 500 watt, which really isn't little. I don't know why I said little. I promise it's not little.
It's like this big.
Yeah, but it sounds so big.
Yo, no, that is the amp.
That is the one.
It's the amp.
My buddy's trying to get me shit. He was like, bro, he's probably get the 900 watt. I'm like, bro, we're gonna be mic'd. I promise it'll be massive. Those things are just so ridiculous. Dark Glass, low key. I don't know how people be sleeping on Dark Glass. It's so small and it's so big.
I know. It's crazy. Like I use a B3K whenever I play bass for drive-by, and just that into like any amp, it worked.
Enormous. Yeah.
So the bassist in my band that I do vocals in, he gives me shit because he's more of like a punk. Like he likes like a bit of like mid drive. He doesn't like the scooped bass sound. And I'm like, dude, yeah, for like your shit, do mids, whatever. That's your sound. I was like, I'm scooping the fuck out of my shit, bro. Like, like 500, get at.
Yeah.
And then, and it works for what we're doing. So,
yeah, absolutely. I feel that, dude. My main inspo for bass, it's kind of funny because it's like a metalcore band. My main inspo that I'm coming through is like Eric English from Blue Con. Like, bro, his bass tone is absolutely nuts. Also, like but also like the bass for like Mouth for War. I don't remember Mouth for War, but like Mouth for War's bass tone, that was just like staticky, fucked up and crazy and pops right through. YSC doesn't really have that on the records, but like I'm kind of wanting to bring a little something like that kind of to it. But yeah, dude, those two tones and Eric English just himself is so sick. So like can't really go wrong with this basic ass setup.
Slept on bass tone too, in my opinion. I think it's a Randy LaBeouf tone. But it's from the C Space Cowboy. I think it's Correlation. Yeah. The second LP. That's like, and I figured it out. It's just Mammoth bass from Aurora DSP.
Bro. Randy. You know what I'm saying? Like Randy is just so different, dude. He's thrown shit together. Oh my God.
Even the I Am record that he did, like it's a death metal record.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like it sounds so crazy.
Yep.
So
it's just crazy, dude. He like I get it. I get why he'd be going to everyone. It's just like, or everyone be going to him. Like it's just so it's awesome.
Even I hit up Dewey from No Cure recently because I was mixing a record for my friends in Crosscheck. It's like a metalcore band. And the snare that they recorded for that new No Cure record, I was like, dude, I gotta know what this is. So he was like, it's just a Mapex sledgehammer, which is impossible to find. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll be using a sample then. But yeah. But I find that that's like the Randy LaBeouf sound is he uses a sledgehammer for almost everything. So got to get one. Well, Killian, I think we have reached the final question. We're approaching the finish line. I truly appreciate you hanging out, jumping on last minute too.
Dude, absolutely. It's been awesome. This is fucking sick.
Before we go, you just got to tell me, what's your favorite city for beans and breakdowns?
Man, dude, that's kind of a hard one.
You're about to probably have a new one, honestly.
Genuinely, dude. Let's run this back after I get back. Like,
straight up.
I'll have like legit, like I'm going to have some different shit. Dude, it's going to be split. It's going to be split. Like, I'll be honest with you, Chicago. Chicago. Dude, they got fucking Dayglow over there.
I know they had Dayglow in Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah, they have one in like LA and they got one in Chicago.
Sick.
So like, as far as coffee goes, I would say Chicago right now. Don't quote me right now. Breakdowns, brother. Dude. Honestly, dude, Southeast right now. Like Southeast, dude, I can't even name a city because like, dude, such a cop-out answer. I'm sorry. But like, dude, there's like Alabama, dude. Wielded Steel for Alabama. Fuck my life, bro. Those people, so sick. ATL has good coffee and they have sick bands. Dude, honestly, yeah. Just like, if I had to give a hard answer right now, Alabama. If I'm pointing at the map, right?
Like Birmingham.
Alabama for breakdowns. Alabama for breakdowns, Chicago for coffee.
Okay.
Come back to me in a month, it'll be completely different. It'll be 100%.
Straight up, it will not be the same. It's going to be like Arizona.
It won't be anywhere near that, bro. I'll be like, oh, fucking Brooklyn, New York. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that.
Oh, you are playing, but you are playing Brooklyn, right?
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm going to Say Coffee. But the second we get there, I'm walking to Say Coffee, 17-minute walk.
No, La Cabra.
La Cabra? Really? You want me to go? Okay. It's funny you say that because that was also the second one on my list. Literally, it was like La Cabra, Say, like, there's a couple over there. That was
move La Cabra to number 1.
Okay.
La Cabra, right. I'm just going to tell you, I'll be honest. La Cabra is my favorite coffee roaster in the world.
Okay.
I've been to the one, the OG location in Denmark.
Yep.
I've been to the one in Copenhagen.
Yep.
And I've only received coffee from the one in Brooklyn. I haven't been, but a lot of my friends have been, and they're like, it's legit. It's the same. And Micah, who was supposed to also record an episode with me this week, but he's been on the podcast before. He's the quality control manager for all of the Brooklyn and New York like roasting. So I'm gonna have to connect y'all because he's the best, and he has a band called Gassed, and hopefully he'll be able to at least like get you some good coffee. But yeah, he's the best. Shout out Micah. But yeah, La Cabra's number one. I haven't been yet, but next time I go to Brooklyn, it's my first stop. They have one in New York too. They have East Village.
Okay.
So
I'm going to La Cabra then.
Got to do it. No shade on Say. Sade's goated. They've been around forever. Yeah. I've had coffee from them as well, and it's fucking good. But La Cabra on a global scale.
Yeah, friend. Okay. All right. Well, dude.
To each their own. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Me. Hey, yeah. You sold me. Promise you sold me. So
it's expensive, but I know that you're the type of person.
Bro. Hey. What happens on tour stays on tour, dude. It doesn't even matter. It's not even real money. It's not even real money.
Money doesn't exist on tour. It's a concept.
Yeah.
Well, Killian, again, thank you so much for hanging out. I wish you luck on your first full US, and I wish you guys were playing in Montreal, but you're not. So,
I wish, man. I play everywhere.
I play everywhere.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Beans and Breakdowns. I want to say a huge thanks to Killian for hanging out on this episode. Be sure to check out the bands Gnasher and Girl with a Knife, and keep an eye out for the Your Spirit Dies tour. I believe tickets are on sale. Should be hitting a city near you with the Callous Dowboys. It's going to be an awesome show. If you've enjoyed the podcast, please subscribe and leave a review. You can find out more information about the podcast by following us on Instagram at Beans and Breakdowns, or on the web at beansandbreakdowns.com. Until next week, be sure to stay caffeinated and wake the fuck up.